god, and I can't hear anything. I'm so rushing. Oh, Christ. Help! Help! Can anybody hear me? Is it working? Hi. Oh, love you too, Charlotte. Queen of the Night is here. Hello, Brandon. I'm running a bit late somehow. I don't know. The time just really fucking got away from me. Why can't I hear any music? Is this not plugged in, or why can't I hear anything? Can anyone else hear music? Oh, thank you, Ashley. And oh, thank you, Amber. Hello, Boneyard. Intro song. I actually.
It's not playing, is it?
Oh, that's why I can't hear anything. Oh, I thought it was. I looked at it and oh, Christ.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. Okay. Now I can hear something. Hey, Cora. Now I can hear something. Oh, hello, Violetta. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Okay. Now there's music. And you can see my, like, stained fingers. Hey, Clown, you made it right on time. Hello, Sharon. Hello, Toborn. Long ride home today. Where have you been? Fuck, I have to. It's embarrassing because it's always been one of my favorite, like, classical tracks, and I'm just having a bit of a brain. I'm like, it's Dvorak, isn't it? One of those wonderful Slavic composers. Hello, Abigail from Australia. You're coming back from work. Next town over, golly. Oh, thank you, Becky. Yes, there you are, dropping in and just being awesome. Love you back, me spooky sis. Oh, so sweet, thank you. Thank you so much, Becky. It's really good to see you again. This afternoon, morning, whatever. Yes, Sharon, I have the car. I bought a car. I can't, oh, hang on. Mr. Owl, can you do me a humongous favour? Which isn't that humongous, but somewhere in the room is my little tote bag. My you know my Gothic Pogo tote bag. In it is my fan, and I think I need that.
Pogo tote bag, the fan.
Yes, that's the one. In the room somewhere, you have to find it. Mary Potter says, find it, Hoot. Oh, thank you so much, Renee. You can find it. It's a black object in the room, full of other black objects. Renee knocks you out. Thank you so much, Renee. Far out. Love you following. Love you been following for years. Oh my goodness. Yes, it's so weird that it's like years. Thank you for like being part of our family for such a long time, Renee. Thanks for being like so randomly nice to me. Many years to come. Though I don't expect to be doing and Monkey says do your job and fan the goddess. Yes, she requires fanning. Malia, my contacts come from Pinky Paradise. I got them from. Okay, Lord love a duck. It's probably on the I think it's on the grey couch. I think I remember biffing it there. Hey, Stinky Rat. Hey. I like both, Ashley. I like to read up all different kinds of mythology. Oh, thank you. Oh gosh. Was it really that hard?
Know how hard it is.
It's bad. It's just, I don't know. I was kind of rushing and I got a wee bit flushed. I don't know what to say. I just want to be like, I'm really happy to have been able to have provided you with a happy place. You know, that's kind of what I've always wanted to do, right? Like, I need a red or purple fan. No, I don't know. We've got a red one somewhere. Oh. Hello? Is it Corinne from Quebec? Hello. Thank you. My hair. I did my hair in like 3 minutes or something. Sin City, eh? Oh, hey, Pacific Coast Piper, good to see you. I'm alright, just rushing about. Ooh, Nico? It's not an easy thing to sort of just cover in one go, like what are some tips? I always just tell people start with Bauhaus and go from there. You wanna find some music you like, and do some reading basically. Do your homework. Do your homework on the goth scene, and I always think that's a very important thing to do. Did his walrus wake me up? Or did he have to come and clap his hands? Walrus? What, you mean doing his like arf arf or whatever? I thought that was a seal. Hello from WNY. WNY? I feel stupid for not knowing what that stands for. Oh, you now have a significant other vibes. Some congratulations in order. Thank you, London Mermaid. Jenny, last time I did it, I just used ordinary, like, it's like Schwarzkopf Nordic Blonde or something. But as you can see, my roots are growing back already pretty quickly. But no, he didn't have to come and pull me out of bed. I actually had a really good long catch-up sleep, so I woke up all by myself. Wow! Western New York, I guess. Right. Well, hello, all the way to Western NY from Southern NI, the bottom of the North Island. No, Edie, we haven't been locked down over COVID for a very, very long time. Hello, Kat from Alabama. Samantha, you're also, sorry, Alabama. God, why do I always do that? Samantha, also from Alabama. Goodness me. Alabama. How long did it take to know that Mr. L was the one for you? Not very long. I don't know. I was having this conversation with someone the other day at the fair that I went to. I guess sometimes you just get to know somebody and you realize, like, I don't know, I never want you out of my life. Someone with whom you just have a kind of, I know that he's going to find this eye roll cringe-tastic, but, someone with whom you have like a sort of spiritual connection, right? And you're just like, well, I can't be without, I can't not be with you, basically. And it's very magical if you both feel the same way, and that's the person you should marry. I'm lucky. Am I lucky? I feel very lucky. Oh yeah, I do feel lucky, but the thing is, there's 7 billion people in the world, and they say that there's like actually dozens of people out there who would be like spot on, absolutely perfect for you, right? So there's not just like that one person out there, but there's literally heaps who would be the perfect person for you, right? Hello from the Navajo Nation in Arizona. Hello, Lynette. Arizona. I'd like to go to Arizona. Hello, Yoyoika from Germany. Hola from Chile. Hello, Miss Jen. Hi from Mississippi, Melissa. Melissa from Mississippi. It's great to say. I'm Big A. Hi from Iran. Hey. Hello. Hello from New Zealand. Hi from Southern California. Hello from Australia. Hey. Mississippi. Mississippi. Madeline, hello from Philadelphia. Hello, Ivy Archer, good to see you. Would I like Arizona? It's very hot there. Hello from Puerto Rico, not somebody. Hello from Michigan, Ian. Hi. Alexa, Morocco. Bethany from England. Oh my goodness. I just always think these are amazing. Matter of feeling is the other person completes you. Ability to be completely open with your partner, show every vulnerable part of your being with no fear. Exactly right, PB. I think when you have that kind of connection with somebody, you feel absolutely comfortable around them, don't know, it's like you're best friends. It's like you're best friends, and you can talk about everything and completely open with each other. I think that's one of the tricks to a successful relationship is trust, obviously, and complete transparency and openness, and no one should ever withhold information. Like, you know, if something's going on with you or you've got something bothering you, I think it's very, very important to discuss that with your partner, because you know, that seems to be a thing that, you know, causes problems in relationships, is people saying like, oh, you know, he or she won't open up, and I can tell there's something wrong, but they won't. What do I think about Iran? I've never been to Iran, but I've had some friends in the past who are from there, and a friend of mine went to Iran. Should I say Iran or Iran? Iran? Anyway, yeah, a friend of mine went there a few years ago. Sounded like quite the, you know, quite the experience, I think, to go somewhere that's so, like, very culturally different to here. You know, I don't think he hasn't been to many places that are just like, you know, the standard places that people go for holidays, you know. You're like, he went to Iran. Okay, that's better, is it? Okay. Yeah. Shout out from Pacific Grove. And what is it? Hang on a second. G'day from Bris Vegas, Stuart. Hey. Michaela from Los Angeles. Where am I now, Lucy? I'm just back in Wellington. Not very exciting. Hello from Nevada, Harley. Oh, Stacey, also from Mississippi. Goodness me. Thanks for binge watching, and I'm so sorry for, you know, you have to spend such a long time looking at my face. Hi from Northern Carolina, Samantha. Pensorkin, Brandon. I don't even know where that is. Oh, it's Cyberplayer. Thank you very much. Nice to see you. How was my week so far? Mixed. Pretty mixed, but yesterday, the last couple of days was pretty exciting. I got to, you know, I've been feeling really like shit. Like, I'm still feeling shit from switching my medication. It's making me like really anxious. I've had like my anxieties come back, like not 100%, but like 50%, and it's pretty shit. And it's made me like really emotional, and it's made me feel kind of like vomity and like nauseous, and brain zaps came back today. I'm just like, fuck, I thought they were nearly gone. But day before yesterday, my mum helped me buy a car. She gave me like, which was very fucking generous of her, honestly. I mean, it's a second-hand car, so it's not like, you know, I would never buy a new car unless I was crazy rich or something. So it was like a, you know, but for me, it's the most modern car I've ever had. The most modern car I've ever had before that was 1996. This one's 2007. It's got like electric windows and a little little, you know, one of those keys that goes boop boop, so you can like turn it on from a distance, like not turn it on, unlock the door from a distance, and I'm like, Fwah! And the chap put in you know, put in like a fancy Bluetooth stereo for me, and so I can like play music from my phone. It's really cool. Hang on, Pibby. I think one of the other things is being able to grow together. People evolve. Not the person you were 15 years ago. We didn't grow apart. You grew together. Yes, that's true too. I think that's something that, you know, I guess that cannot necessarily be guaranteed. I've definitely seen couples grow apart, because that's the thing. It's like maybe you get together, you're really, really good together when you meet and you're in love, and maybe you get married, and you know, instead of growing together, you do eventually. People do grow apart, which is very sad, but I think it's just a natural thing for a lot of people, and it's a pity. And I don't really know what causes that, but you know, people do change, and one ought to change, I think. I think somebody tried to insult me, like I've said this before, someone tried to insult me a few weeks ago on YouTube by being like, I think they said, give up, you're not the person you used to be, and I'm like, well, I hope not. I mean, when I started my YouTube videos, it was what, like 8 or 9 years ago or something? I mean, it was like, I should hope that in that time I've developed and changed and grown as a person. I mean, I was like, I've moved countries twice, I got married and divorced, and, you know, had loads of different experiences, and you know, met people and lost people, and you know, if you don't change in that amount of time, what are you doing? Anyway, Hesse, med switches are a time. Hope it settles down for you, Cena. I hope so too. Yeah, it can be a real good time. Hang on. Oh yes, Aiden, that was like a whole thing. I don't even want to talk about it though, because it's not a nice subject, and there's no point talking about it because it's well over. It's long over. Oh, Charlotte! Oh, thank you very much, Charlotte. Videos always make you feel heaps better. Wonderful. I would love to have tea and just talk about life with you. Have great insights. Oh, thank you. I would love that, actually. That would be nice. Are you in Canada? It's like, I really want to get over there. And that's something, when COVID's over, I have this mighty need to travel as much as possible. And we can do lots of meetups, right? So when COVID's over, we'll do all the meetups and all the picnics. And we can have tea. We can have tea in the park and little sandwiches and things like that together, and talk about, you know, exchange hugs and talk about stuff, right? So hopefully it doesn't take too much longer before we're all able to do that sort of thing again. Thank you, I the Archer. I mean, I just thank you for, you know, for so often being here and coming and hanging out with me. Pacific Coast does stinging nettle grow in New Zealand? Yes, it does, and yes, I know you can get nettle tea. They do sell that here, especially in some, like, you know, those kind of, like, bulk food shops and, like, you know, new agey sort of shops or places that sell herbal teas, will sell nettle tea. Is it nettle tea, or is it something else? Because I know that, like, catnip tea and skullcap, and there's a bunch of things that you can drink for anxiety. I don't know what nettle tea does, I can't remember. Oh. Hello, Sparkling Cyanide. Good to see you. Vibes, do I get seasonal allergies? I do in Europe, but not here so much. PB, never stop learning, never stop growing, never stop becoming the best version of yourself. Absolutely right. Yes. It's like, if I think about who I was, what I was like when I was, say, 18, I'm like, what a fucking loser. You know, I used to keep a live journal. It's not there anymore. I got rid of it. It's just, oh lord. You know, I was just like this emotional wreck. I was just sad, and I thought a lot of things were good that were stupid, and I don't know. It's like you change a lot, right? Come to DC when COVID is over. You have a great goth club called Vanguard. Oh, it isn't open yet, but it's amazing. Sounds good. I need to visit Colorado. Sure, why not? I've heard Colorado is very lovely. Oh my god, Heaven! Oh, oh, that's so sweet. Guest for the car. Satiate your wanderlust. Oh my god, thank you. That's really sweet. Thank you so much, Heaven. That's really kind. Yeah, well, I was thinking, I'm like, wow, I can move around now, and I haven't actually seen much of the North Island, and I was like, well, you know, since it's impossible to do a lot of, it's impossible to do international travel vlogs and stuff at the moment, of course, like, well, New Zealand's very beautiful and interesting, and it's a place that a lot of people won't get to go, because it's very far away. Travelling to or from New Zealand can be pretty expensive. So I know for a lot of people it's just like very distant, you know, paradise sort of exotic locations. So I thought, well, maybe I should try and do as many vlogs as possible here. Maybe I should look into some... Also, because I haven't really seen the North Island, I thought, well, maybe I should do some travelling around the North Island. It'll be new for you and it'll be new for me. Like, so when I went, basically, as I was saying before, so my mum helped me buy a car that I've always wanted. I find it's like so many goths own these cars as well. You know, PT Cruisers. I've always wanted one. They're sort of vaguely styled to look a bit like cars from the 30s. You know, that shape. A lot of people think they're ugly. I think they're cool. I found a completely black one in extremely good shape, and you know, tinted windows and shit with like new wheels, and like it's completely black, and the price was really good. And like I said, the guy gave me like a free USB plugs and Bluetooth stereo and stuff. It was like, that was like part of the deal or whatever. So I took a oh, your mum had one. Hello from Kangaroo Island, Jessica. But it was up in Hamilton, so I flew the day before yesterday up to Hamilton very early in the morning, and I hadn't slept the night before, so basically I just stayed up all night, flew to Hamilton, it's only an hour flight, got there, got the car, drove back down the island, and I stopped halfway in Taupo. If you were looking at my Instagram stories or whatever, I stopped in Taupo, I had a nap in the afternoon, and I spent the night there, and I've been through Taupo a couple of times, and I hadn't actually stopped there or like enjoyed it or looked at it or whatever. I didn't stick around for long, but because New Zealand tourism stuff is so cheap at the moment because there's like no tourists, obviously they're trying to get customers to come in, so I managed to stay somewhere that I would normally never be able to afford to stay, and because like the price was like way, like I was like, fuck yeah, I'm taking that opportunity. Anyways, and so like every room in this motel had, because the place is geothermically active, right? That area, that part of the country is like covered in volcanoes and like geysers and mud pools and that kind of thing. And people go there, I suppose. I've heard that there are like beaches around the lakes and stuff that you can just like dig under the sand, and it's like hot mineral water. Really cool. So this place I was staying had every single room on the ground floor. All the rooms had like their own little pool, which was like a giant bath that would have fit about 4 people in it. And I was just like on the phone to Mr. L, being like, God, I wish you were here. I really missed him. It was like a day, and I was really missing him. And I was like, you would love this. It's so nice. And like, so you filled up this tub with water that was like pumped directly from the earth beneath, and it was like hot, like volcanic water packed with all these minerals, and it smelled really metallic, and so it was really fucking nice. It felt like so luxurious to have this like massive, I guess you could call it like a massive bath, or like a sort of very small pool in the motel room. It was so cool. So I did that, and then I went to look at the Hookah Falls, which is a pretty spot, and I think I got that many like responses on Instagram and Facebook and that, people just being like, wow, it was like the water was just blue. And I took a very nice picture on my phone, and people were like, is that for real? Like, is that a real, like, I didn't do anything to that picture, I just took it on my phone, it just looked really good. I'm like, this phone takes great photos, but also like it was a very beautiful spot. Sounds glorious. You need a vacation, heaven. Yeah, pretty glorious. So I'm like, well, if that's just a little tiny bit of the North Island, then there's got to be plenty of other cool stuff to look at. Oh no, Karakatri? No, I stayed at a wee place called VU Thermal Lodge, something like that it was called. The lady who was there, like I guess she was the owner, was a very nice lady. I had a good chat with her. Yeah, so it was lovely. You like the pictures, Sarah? Yeah. Hello, bloody hands. So are you talking about allergies? Oh, yeah. Like, I don't really get... Oh, Mr. L gets terrible allergies. He's actually allergic to cats. And he gets hay fever and that, so he pretty much just lives on Claritine. That sort of thing. Yes, Lynette's still doing it. And I honestly, I can't anymore give an estimation of to when it'll be complete, because I keep changing my mind and going, this isn't good enough, this isn't good enough, this isn't good enough. I'm one of those people, so... Could be this year, could be 2, 5, 10 years from now, but hopefully not that long. Wait, you got a free Jaguar that you're fixing up. Fucking sweet. Pretty great if you're like, you've got the skills for to do that. I think it would be great to be a mechanically minded and skilled person, so you can do up all cars and that. I mean, if I feel like that's something I wish I was able to do, but I'm just not. What's the goth scene like in New Zealand? Overdar the obtuse. I've talked about it a few times. It's a funny little scene because it's not. See, so for example, in Germany, you could be there was so many people there. The scene was so huge. Oh, thank you, Toborn. That's really nice. It's, I don't know, there's a thing, you have to find a balance about being too much of a perfectionist or whatever, and then just like, you know, otherwise you could spend forever on a creative project until you consider it finished, or you can just be like, it's done. And that's how, like, I've become with my videos. I was always like, you know, I like, it's fine. It's done. I could work on this, perfecting it and tweaking it forever, but that would be stupid. And it's fine. Just put it out into the world, whatever. Oh, were you Jennifer? Yep, excuse me. Sid, Spanish. I don't know any Spanish. Just a wee few words. Yeah, it's, anyway, allergies. Yeah, it's not very exciting, allergies. I don't get hay fever here, really. Like, not really, but in Europe, like, as soon as I go to the UK or Europe, I'm like in the summertime especially, maybe not the spring, but like, there's something there that I'm obviously allergic to, because it's like, you know, there's trees and plants and things around that you're not usually surrounded by. Oh, alright, go have a wee nap, Coralie. Now Llama's set for Patreon. Alright, if you're awake, then see you there. Hey, Ravenblades, you're here. Lovely to see you. And hello, Ethan. Just saw you there. Not quite Slytherin Lestrange. You don't need the umlauts. You can just say Guten Tag, not Guten Tag. Hello from Texas, David Neal. What music influenced me? You're learning, Gerard. Good on you. Keep it up. I don't know. This band, for example, London After Midnight, I've loved them for a long time, since I was a teenager. I like classical music. I like musical. I like movie soundtracks, apart from those things outside of just, you know, music. Hello, Broken Princess. I'm alright. Umlauts are cute, aren't they? It's funny, they look nice, like, but once you've started, like, learning a language that uses umlauts, you can't read anything without wanting to pronounce it. It's like, you know, Motorhead or whatever. There's like an umlaut over the O, like the first O, right? So it'd be like Motorhead. How do I make my tea? Any sugar or honey or milk? Kayla. Is it Kayla? Kayla? Just milk. I would never put sugar in it, and like honey. Ugh, weird. But Motley Crue. Ah. Well, the thing, Peggy, if you're allergic to cats, from my experience, maybe it's not the case for everybody, but some people who have cat allergies can become used to like one cat. So like when we had a cat here, Mr. L became like desensitized to her and could like have her right there or sleeping beside him and stuff and be fine. It can take a wee while. You can actually just get used to a cat, but that may not be the case for everybody. For example, I had this neighbor growing up who was very allergic to cats, and we had 9. But there was this one cat who used to come and visit him. My cat Priscilla used to go visit him, and he said it's so strange. He's like, I'm not allergic to Priscilla. I guess he'd maybe just gotten used to her being there. Have I ever done a YouTube meetup thing before in New Zealand, Molly Dolly? Have I? I know I've certainly been like, oh, I'm going to do one, and then I just don't do it. It was semi-one when we had organised this picnic a few weeks ago for this like little 3-day goth festival thing that my friends had put on. And so it was sort of, you know, it was a few people who came along just to be like, hello. So that was really cool. Honey and Tears Weird Moon. No, I guess it's not weird. It's just I've never done it. Björk. Yeah, it would be. Björk. I would just say Björk. I don't know. Take your tea with whiskey, do you, Rojo? Mason, can you have a shout out? You're going through some love problems right now. Oh no. Oh, I'm sorry, Mason. Sorry to hear that. It's always very upsetting, isn't it? I hope things get better for you. Oh my god, investigate Indiana. What? Treat yourself and Mr. L. Do we deserve it? Holy shit, man. Fuck, but thank you. thank you very fucking very, very much. Jesus, hello. That's really, really nice of you. Whoa, thank you so much, Investigate Indiana. That's amazing of you. We will totally fucking do that. We will do something nice. We'll do something nice, and we will probably vlog it and share it with you. Pay it forward, or whatever. That deserves a shimmy. I feel a bit naked. I don't have a necklace on. I've got one here to put on beside me. So, there you go. Jesus Christ, thank you so much though. Holy crap. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, thank you. I don't know. I always feel like I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy of your kindness. But, wow, thank you. Shit. Really nice. Really, really, really fucking nice. I'm just gonna recover here for a second, do a wee bit of fanning. Oh, Moon, I do have a Twitch. I've been doing Twitch. In fact, I think that's why the shimmy was requested. Because I've been doing Twitch for, I don't know, like a month or something, not very long. And, oh, hang on a second, I'll just answer this question. Preacher, after school, once I became a popular YouTuber, did any people who were assholes to you all of a sudden try and become friends? Not that I can really think of, but I guess maybe it's just a case of growing up or whatever, but the people who were mean to me at school, but there's, you know, if I ran into them, would just be like, hey, we're adults now, we're different people, so we can just be normal together or whatever, right? But I certainly had bullies at school. Being a ginger, you're gonna fucking get them, you know. I got bullied that fucking much for being a ginger. Hey Lilith, hello. So my dad said the same thing to me. He said he got given loads of shit at school for being ginger. He said, but because I grew up on a farm, he says I was tough and I could beat them up. I smacked somebody with my umbrella once for bullying me. I just had enough of this guy. I think, what did he do? He like spat on me or something, and I was like, that's it! I had my umbrella, just smacked him. Fucking asshole. Anyway, but no, I never beat anybody up for bullying. But I had my hair set on fire, and anyway, whatever, that's school. But yeah, anyway, but here's the thing. What I did notice pretty much straight away was all these people who I barely knew were just like acting as though we were like these like mates that had been around for years. It's like, well, that's nice. I suppose, but whatever. I don't know you. I think I met you like once, and they were like, "Oh yeah, I'm like friends with her." It's like, I'm cool now. I'm cool now. People wanna. It's a buzzy feeling. I think honestly, if you've had like a hard time at school or something when you're young, obviously it's character building or whatever, and it strengthens you. And it's a weird feeling going from being phenomenally unpopular and uncool to just, you know, being like to being popular and a lot of people wanting to be friends with you. And it's just like, I don't know, it's like, wow, I don't get it, but I'm shit though, aren't I? Oh, thank you, babe. I've done it. So unless YouTube's just automatically, I know that it automatically hides stuff quite a lot, but thanks for the reminder. We did that right away. We switched it because oftentimes like the live chat thing will only show top chat or whatever. So we've done that. Thank you very much for the reminder, babe. That's so sweet. Yeah. I always need a reminder. I forget to do it so often. What were we saying just before that? D. Knighton? Have I ever been to Highgate Cemetery in London? Oh, you just booked to go. Oh, that's exciting. Are you in the UK? I've been to London, but I've never managed to get, I don't know why, but I haven't been to the Highgate Cemetery. I did go with Parmaham. I was taken to, I forgot, was it like Brompton? It started with some other cemetery in London, which I thought was super cool, because I'd never seen one quite like it. It was very old, but all the people in there, I think, were buried vertically. So the grave, like, you know, standing or whatever. So like the people, the graves were very, very close together, and that was pretty cool. Ooh, Cosmic Entity Jenny, damn, you can't remember why. Well, the thing is, you're not a child anymore, and presumably you wouldn't do that now. Oh, every time I burp, it tastes a little bit like fish, which is weird. I haven't had anything with fish in it today. I don't know, I guess I took some supplements or whatever, so maybe that's it. I think one of those... Anyway, I ate quite a lot of fish yesterday, so maybe it's still in there. Oh yes, Twitch, that's it, Twitch, yes, sorry. Oh, Lord. Hello Max from Tasmania, Twitch. Yeah, so I've been doing Twitch for a while. It's really good fun, actually. I like it. I feel like it's, you know, it's even more like interactive than YouTube is, so it's really fun. And, you know, I'm playing like, The Sims usually, or like Assassin's Creed Black Flag, because sailing ships is cool and blowing up other ships is exciting. And I love The Sims. It's like my favorite. It's like the only video game that I actually really, really enjoy. But yeah, like one of my channel points rewards things, you know, on Twitch, like if you get kind of rewarded with like little points for like the longer you watch or whatever, and you can save them up for stuff. So one of my channel points thing is like do that. That's silly. I'm a pirate. Well, I do have a pirate tattoo. Oh yeah, fish oil pills have very fish burps as a side effect. Ethan, Billy, his knife goth, and black umbrella that unfolds with flare. Screw you. Get out. Oh yeah, I think one of these ones has like fish oil in it, so it could be it. But I mean, more likely it's the dish of squid I had for tea last night. Well, maybe it's still in there. I ate quite a lot of fish yesterday. Turning into a real e-girl. No! Nah. Haunted house challenge on Sims. Eh? What does that involve? Because ghosts are really annoying on there. Yeah, I could give or take the Twitch company PB, but it's really fun to do, right? PB Undesirables here, or should I say Pinball Undesirables, does Twitch, and I think, you know, a very enjoyable channel, and he gave me a little impromptu tarot card reading the other day, which was so exciting. I was like, oh my god! And it was pretty good. It was pretty good. I was like, bruh. I don't know, I do, like, my mum used to do tarot card readings, so I've always very much believed in them. You know, I've never been a skeptic in that. I don't know, I just feel like a lot of other divination tools, I just believe that, like, tarot cards are some sort of, you know, just a tool for, like, disentangling messages from the source, or whatever you want to call it. The source of all creation, the divine, God, the universe, whatever. Yeah, so it was pretty cool. That was really fun. That really made my afternoon. He was just being silly, wasn't he? He's always been a bit of a skeptic, but he really actually enjoyed it. He was like laughing and he was having a great time. Hang on. I've got a bunch of decks actually, Samantha. I've always understood that you shouldn't buy your own deck. They have to be given to you. I had a friend who wanted to get into tarot, so I bought her a deck. And my mum gave me most of her old ones. Am I into witchy herbalism? Not really. Yes and no. I mean, I'm not like into it, but I'm just like, I think it's nice. Hey Teresa, greetings and lots of love from the Dominican Republic. Your lip colour looks gorgeous. Thank you. It's like 3 things layered. How are things in the Dominican Republic? Hello from New Zealand. Way down here on the bottom of the planet. You reckon you can buy your own deck, Piggy? Possibly. I mean, maybe it's like, you know, I suppose with like Oracle decks you can buy whatever you like. But that's something I've always understood is like, you shouldn't, your tarot deck has to be given to you. Anyway, so my mum gave me most of her ones, apart from her special main one, which is like, you know, the Rider-Waite deck, and she's had it for a long time. It's like so had it and old, but there's been used heaps and loved heaps. She had all these other ones, including like the Thoth deck, which is fucking cool. Like a real old one too, from like 60s or 70s, 70s I suppose. Aleister Crowley's Thoth deck and the Bulby deck and all these like random cool ones. So I've got like a little block of them on my bookshelf back in the other side of the planet where my things are. Hello from Mexico City! Mary? Hello! Starman deck. Starman? Is it? Please tell me it's Bowie themed. Yeah, lure them in with tarot, then boom, pinball. Antarctica's at the bottom. We're not far from Antarctica though. Not too far. We're one of the closest countries to Antarctica. Michaela, you want to go to Mexico? Me too. I want to go to Mexico. Your friend's tarot cards legit hated you. It's pretty scary. You often got readings from other friends that are fine, who's just hated you. You stopped talking to her a month later. Whoa, damn. Hello, Maria from Brazil. Scan. Hello, Cemetery Garth. Wait, where are we? Oh, your great-grandpa passed away yesterday. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Damn. Great-granddad. Oh, I mean, wow. I suppose, you know, one could say that you're fortunate to have known your great-granddad. A lot of people don't get the opportunity to meet their great-granddad. I'd love to have met my great-grandparents, you know, died long before I was born. But I'm very sorry to hear that. That's very sad news. I hope you're doing okay. That's rough. So we'll try and we'll keep the mood up. We'll keep the mood up, and we'll just keep each other cheerful, shall we? As always. We'd love to see Antarctica, but it's not cheap. It's not super ecologically sound. No, it's not so easy. One these days can go to Antarctica, like just to see it, but it's not cheap and it's not easy, and it's not. They probably don't let. I don't think they let everybody go. I think you have to be like. I mean, I might be wrong. I might just be thinking of people who go there to work. But like they'll make sure that you're like physically up to it and stuff to survive the conditions and that kind of thing. 80 years old. Well done, great-granddad, and wonderful for him to be able to know his great-grandchildren. I mean, that's got to be quite the feeling. Oh dear, living, breathing piece of meat. Oh dear. Hello, Griff. Got to love the snow. Oh, my dad spent excuse me, why am I yawning? I need some more of this. My dad spent, I think, half a year or so in Antarctica in his youth. He worked there. He said he was a kind of general handyman. I think he did like plumbing and all kinds of things. I was recording my dad telling all his fascinating life stories and transcribing them. Am I holding a Chinese fan? Well, I don't know if it's a Chinese fan. It did come from Asia, but just a fan. Just a little lace fan. But I've had this one for years and it's really solid. And I use it all the time, obviously, and it's like my parents sound like cool people. Oh, they're alright. Yeah. Is the Australian dollar like the British pound? Oh, hello. Oh, Nan Fan. Fuck, I'm never going to be able to say your name correctly. Is it like the British pound? Well, it looks... No, I think the pound's stronger. We used to have British pounds, like quite long... Well, did we? We started off with British pounds, then we had New Zealand pounds. And then we've just got New Zealand dollars. You have live screams too. No, Corey, I will not do that for you, sorry. Wait, what? Did I miss something? Who's having a birthday? Knoxed out. Did I take out my clavicle piercings? I haven't had those for years, sadly. They, grew out. Very sad. They got, like, very, they grew out on their own. Very shit. Jason Black! Oh! thank you, Ali. Ali? Golly. Say hello to Jason Black for me. Yeah, the pound sterling is, I think it's very strong at the moment, actually. I usually judge it by, because I have like I have a bank account over there, which I started when I like got my flat there, so I could have a way to like pay my rent and shit. Yeah, so I guess I can kind of see, like, when I'm transferring money back and forth, I'll be like, Jesus, that's all it's worth now? Ah! Gesundheit. Thank you, Maria. Marsha Q, oh my god. Oh, thank you very much. Whoa. You're amazing. Damn. Oh, thank you. Fuck, thank you so much. Whoa. Heck. These people being nice to me. Nice to me. It's nice when people are nice to each other, isn't it? You're amazing. Hey, where's one of those doodads? I feel like I need some sort of... those little stickers are so cute. I need some confetti to throw, but where's one of those doodads? Oh, there's one. Probably a bit dusty. Yeah! Oh, thank you so much, Masha. You got anything like to say, or you just want to ask, whatever? Brojo, you literally happened upon this channel today. Been binging since about 7 hours! Oh my god! Wow! Needs more party noise, right? Hey, Nadia depressed, you're in Auckland. G'day. I wasn't that far away from you recently. I was in Hamilton, but I was only in Hamilton for like not even 2 hours. Where are we? Ah, yes. Oh, speaking of Aleister Crowley briefly, here's a song called Dalima. Blah, 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 blah. Look at this. I haven't had to curse anyone out of all this time. It's true. We have a very nice community on here, I think. Everybody's always very nice. Oh, Vanessa, you have a new multi-poodle? Is it multi-poodle? Is it like Maltese poodle or something? I wouldn't know how to say that, but it's a cute looking name. Oh, no, Kai, you're ill, are you? Oh, poor thing. Alright, we'll keep you company. I hope you get better soon. Feeling sick is yuck. Jess, your best friend lives in Wellington. Hey! Michael, Caribus, Mr. Mechanical Bee. Excellent to see you, Monsieur. Hi, is it Jabe? Oh, thank you, David. Thank you. Oh, why the fuck am I yawning? I shouldn't be yawning. I had a really good sleep. We went to bed pretty early last night, actually. I'd driven about 5 hours or so. I drove back from Taupo to Wellington, and I'd been back here at the flat for like less than an hour. Mr. L got home, and he's just like, let's drive somewhere. And I was like, because I'd said like, oh, do you want to go get a piece of fish or something? You know, you want to get something to eat. And then we were excited, being like, we can literally go anywhere now. We can go anywhere. We have a car. We can go anywhere. So we drove to Porirua like at 9 p.m. Porirua was just a wee, sort of like part of Wellington. It's like a sort of small town near here, smallish. I like going there for shopping sometimes. I don't have to take the train there anymore. So we went to Porirua and we went to Denny's. We'd never been to Denny's there. I've been to a Denny's in New Zealand once ever. Denny's in New Zealand is nowhere near as cool as the Denny's in the United States. Like, it's not open 24 hours or whatever, but you can get breakfast at night time, and the food was really good, and it was just so cheap, and it was like, this is great. So we did that, and then we went straight to bed when we got back. So I think we went to bed at about 10:30 or something, and I woke up at like 11:30. So I've had a really good sleep, so I should not be yawning. Never have you ever said you want to go get a piece of fish. Have you never said that, Kelsey? Well, well, when I say that, I mean something like, You know, there's a fish and chip shop down the road. Want to go there? 5 a.m. in Germany, Laura. My word. Carb coma. I didn't eat many carbs actually. I got well, yes and no. I didn't eat no carbs. I didn't realize how big the portions were. Jesus. I got apricot chicken with curly fries, and I couldn't eat most of the fries. I was just like, there's so many of them. So I had a wee few curly fries. Mr. L loves curly fries, so I let him have a tuck into them. And I had a squid appetizer, which was very nice. I love squid. Salt and pepper squid's one of my favourite things to eat. And I had like a big lime milkshake. I'm just like, lime milkshakes go well with squid, don't they? Cryptic Jasmine, hello. I was thinking, I haven't watched it yet, Cryptic Jasmine, and I was like, should I just do like a reaction video to it? Like, maybe that would be fun. Because I do know Victoria, I don't know her super well, but like, you know, I've spoken to her a few times at festivals and stuff like that. And I was like, oh my god, that's so cute. And I'm like, well, I don't know if I should just watch it and, you know, spoil the, you know, maybe I'm like, I should watch and like, share watching it. See how she's done. Hi, Rob's Memory Lane. Really nice to see you again. You're loving these live streams. Thank you. I do enjoy them too. Like I always say, I get quite shy and nervous before doing them, but then it's, everybody's always so kind, and you know, the vibe's really good, and I end up having a very pleasant time. Does squid taste like chicken, David? No, it doesn't at all. It tastes, it's not a very fishy kind of fish. It's got a very mild taste, you know. Yeah, it's got a very mild taste. It depends how it's prepared, I guess, but I really like it when it's is in the form of salt and pepper squid. So it's like with this, it's usually with like quite a light batter on it. It can be either the tentacles or like as rings or like just rolled up bits of tube or whatever. But it's got a very light sort of batter over it with like salt and pepper and usually some kind of dipping sauce. So good. Definitely doesn't. It's not prepared the same everywhere you go, but like that was some pretty good squid. Yeah. You ate at Denny's twice in your life when you were 14. 2 customers left without paying, so the cops came. Shit, man. Damn. Thank you for being here, Rob's Memory Lane. It's nice to see you again. Yeah, so it's like, it's a very light kind of seafood. You know, there's a lot of seafood I don't like. For example, I don't like shellfish. Good vibes from the Navajo Nation. Thank you, Megan. Good vibes all round. We like those. Someone mentioned Waffle House. We don't have that here. We do have some of the, we've got quite a bit of fast food, but we don't have a lot of the big American chains. Like, I wish we had Jack in the Box, you know. Or is it Jack in the Box and Popeyes? Popeyes! I loved Popeyes over there. I loved that. We don't have that here. We've got, I think, a Taco Bell. I think there's a Taco Bell in, like, Auckland or something now. Maybe, and I don't know. We've got obviously Burger King and those sorts of things. Yeah. Oh Persephone Ratsputin. Thank you very, very much. Oh, that's so sweet of you. Well, I do have more than one fan, but I can't. Thank you so much. Holy shit. Cheers. Cheers. That's really kind and that's really, really cute. That's adorable. You're so sweet. Cheers to you. Cheers to you, Persephone. Ratsputin. Persephone is such a pretty name, isn't it? Hello, Alex Vampire from England. Oh no, maybe that is just a very nasty place there. Over the obtuse must be. Is it like you've always gone to the same place, or? And squid shouldn't be super chewy. It shouldn't be chewy, and it shouldn't be rubbery. It should be like, I guess, like as you talk about pasta being like al dente. You want to be like, oh, Jasmine, yes, we've got Nando's. We've got Nando's here. We haven't always had it, but we've got Nando's. And when I saw that, okay, basically when I moved to Wellington 1,000 years ago, sorry, F in the chat for Squidward. Ew, dried cuttlefish, really? Isn't that something? I just think of dried cuttlefish and I just think of like those things that like birds nibble on. No, we don't have IHOP, Wendy. We do have Wendy's. No IHOP though. I don't know. We've got 2 chains called Wendy's. One that does like ice cream and hot dogs and milkshakes, and then one that does like burgers. And I'm not sure which one of those is like the Wendy's from the USA. I don't know. I too love Taco Bell, and I wish we had it here. Anyway, so when I moved to Wellington, I was like, oh my god, there's a Nando's here. My life is fulfilled, and we've been once. Been once. You have Pancake House, Waffle House, and Taco Bell in Queensland. Oh, babe. Shit, you're lucky. We're all going to get to... I wish we... I don't know, this... No, we have Red Lobster or Long John Silver. No, we don't, David. No, neither of those things. Red Lobster. I thought for a second, like, Red Rooster. I'm like, that's an Australian thing, isn't it? We don't have that. Riv over? What do you call a baby goth bird and emo chick? Aha! Cynthia, digital bitch glitch. What you had something? I guess I think I missed your previous message. Remember it was octopus. You had tentacles. So a number of years ago, I had a party at my house, and no, we don't have Chick-fil-A. We don't have that either. Yeah, Rojo, it's like old-fashioned burgers. I like the Wendy's here. It's meant to be like, you know, like sort of old-school diner type place. What was I saying? God almighty, I lose my train of thought bloody quickly, don't I? Tell me what I was just saying. What was I just saying? I've never heard... Is it Milo's? Milos? I've never heard of that one. What fast food place has the best chicken sandwich? Sarah Hunt. I just like KFC, honestly. I love KFC. I think it's just very nice. I like KFC in Germany more than here, actually. Yeah, Persephone. I've had In-N-Out Burger once because apparently it's absolutely necessary, but I don't. I was like, it's good, but it's not the best. You know, I was like, I don't understand. I guess it's probably something that you have to grow up with in order to enjoy. Oh my god, thank you, Ink Venus. Thank you. I was saying I had a party at my house. Yes, God, I've got the attention span of a fucking goldfish, or something else that's got a low attention span. Thank you, Janet. So I was having a party at my house, and I used to provide, well, sometimes if I have a party, which I haven't done for ages, I'll provide food, right? People sometimes would bring things like a bit of cake or cheese or something, like people bring some food, but I'd always try to provide food for my guests. And, I provided a bowl of squid tentacles in lemon juice and balsamic vinegar, and it was beautiful, right? It was so good. Like I, soaked the squid in lemon juice and balsamic, and it was so good, right? But everybody was chasing each other around with them. Nobody wanted to eat them, and wait, what's that, Julia? Have I grossed you out? I was making you hungry until I said squid tentacles. Okay, well, they look funny, right? But they were delicious. They were beautiful, and that's the way to have them, really. Because you can buy them in little, like, plastic bottles, jars full of liquid. And, I know, people were, like, running around and playing with them. I'm just like, eat them! They're good! They taste nice! Give it a go! Lord. My dad was a squid fisherman for a long time, but he was mostly his stuff would get bought, by, buyers in Asia, whereas he said it took a long time for New Zealanders to be like, actually, this is good. This is actually very delicious. And I've since I discovered squid, I'm like, this is actually very nice. It's like, yes, exactly, 2-bit pro. Squid is good, and it's good if you want seafood, but you're not really a seafood fan. Like, for example, it's like if it were a fish, you'd say it's not a very fishy fish. It's like eating, say, sole, or like compared to like mackerel or something like that. To capture a giant squid and eat it, Zoe June Corporation. Imagine that. Octopus is delicious. I actually haven't had much octopus in my life. Fat burger? I don't know it. Oh, hello, Marie. It's an Überraschung, is it? Nice to have you here. Are you working the graveyard shift, Neon Witch? Something to listen to. What is it that you... Are we allowed to know where you work? Beetlejuice Goes to Hawaii script. I have heard of that, my video maker, and it was just like, please don't make that movie ever. Yes, Patricia, I do eat meat. I suppose I'm a bit of a carnivore. They won't allow White Castle restaurant, but a White Castle van would come down and sell out in a couple of hours. I've heard of White Castle, but I don't know what it is. Hello from Orlando, Brendan O'Leary. Hello. Calamari's the shit. So good. You learned to try untraditionally Western food and you accidentally insulted an ex's family by not trying their mixed meats. Had to try Southern barbecue. Oh yeah. I feel like if I lived in the USA, I would just get so fat. Like, when I was there for like 2 weeks once, I put weight on. I was like, damn. I ate so much shit. Mind you, it was like my first time there, so it was pretty exciting. And my friends who I stayed with were like, we're gonna take you to all the places. I was like, fuck yeah. This is brilliant. This is brilliant. Yeah. Halibut, salmon, and eel is where it's at. Eel's pretty good. It's pretty oily. I love salmon. Yeah, I had salmon for breakfast yesterday and the day before. But the salmon from yesterday was beautiful. Oh, large portion of smoked salmon. So good. Unagi. White Castle is similar to Jack in the Box. Oh, okay. Righto. Brisket is to die for. Oh, hell yeah. I love pulled pork. I could eat pulled pork every day. Can attest to the easiness of eating like shit in the US. I don't know, when I was there last, you know, just like sitting in bed, you have little to contribute to these subjects, Duncan. Hey, Duncan. Yeah, I know. Well, no, you'd be a, you've been off the meat for quite a long time, so fair enough. But, yeah, I was just like hanging out, eating Taco Bell in bed and watching shit on television. It's like, this is the fucking life, isn't it? It's so great. Yes. Add so much salt and sugar to everything. Oh no. Oh, actually at this Denny's last night, the tomato sauce they had was American tomato sauce. Like, they'd obviously imported it, right? Instead of just our tomato sauce, which is just, you know, tomatoes with a bit of sugar in it. Like our tomato sauce or ketchup or whatever, it's just got a bit of like normal sugar in it. And we were like, oh my god, this has got like high fructose corn syrup in it and just ordinary, and just like fructose or whatever. It was just like full of that like fake sugar. It was like, damn. Yeah, it was much sweeter, but it was pretty good. But it didn't really taste like tomatoes. Like, that's good. That's attention to detail, right? Spike Ann, yeah! Welcome. I could stand a cooking video. Make the squid. I don't know. I'd be afraid that I'd do it wrong. I'm quite bad at cooking. Yeah. Let's have a mukbang of all junk fast food. Oh, man. Is Germany the most goth-friendly country? I would say so, Paris. There's a lot of them there. Yeah, I know, The Archer. It freaks me out. It's like, why? It's so bad. Like, what's wrong with just sugar? Is it just cheaper to get, like, corn syrup than it is to get sugar? Is that the reason they do it? And they put it in bloody everything, even things it doesn't need to be in. Like, I was horrified to find out that honey has corn syrup in it. It's like, it's just honey. It's already very sweet. Oh, thank you, Max Insanity. What cool. That's funny, PB. It's cheaper than sugar, is it? And yeah, I know that corn is like the biggest kind of crop grown there, right? Finland is the goth friendliest, you've heard. Really? I guess it depends where you go in Germany. Like, I remember walking through some small town there, and someone shouted out their car window, "Go back to Leipzig!" Because it's like, you know, Leipzig's known for the veggie tea, right? He did a lot of different shit. Evaluated all of them. Popeye was nearly the best. Chick-fil-A was a good... okay. Well, I've never been to a Chick-fil-A in my life, so I cannot say. But I very much like Popeyes. Romania is definitely not goth friendly. No, I don't expect it would be. Hey, Jasmine M, thank you very, very much. Thank you so much. Hiya! Hi. Hi. Thank you so much. That's really, really sweet of you. That's so cute. Oh, thank you so much. I feel bad for being kind of like yawny and a little bit dozy and sleepy. So I'm just like, I need some energy. Oh! But yeah, Jasmine, that's so sweet. I hope you're doing well. You good today? Whatever time it may be. Oh, and the other Jasmine, the cryptic one, you're off. You're gonna go film a video. Ooh, cool. Alright, have a good time doing that, and love and light back to you too. Thanks for being here. M-A-H-R, will I get another tattoo? Yes. Yes, I just keep, yeah. I just keep not getting around to booking it, that's all. Hello, Hugo! Been up for 4 hours. Ah, before you go have breakfast and walk the dogs. Sounds like a good way to start the day. And thanks for coming and seeing us. Any concerts planned, Chrissy? No. There are no concerts. Well, there's virtually none here anyway. How's the new car though? Oh, great. It was very nice and easy to drive. Very comfortable, so spacious. I think one of the reasons that like so many goths like PT Cruisers is because they're really big on the inside. Like they've got a lot of headroom, so they comfortably fit big hair and like big hats and things like that. So that's pretty cool. And I've never had an American car before, and it took me a bit of getting used to like the. This is just a thing I've noticed from driving in other countries, is that the window wipers and the lights and the indicators, you know how there's like a little knob on each side for that. They're around the other way than they are in like, say, Japanese cars or whatever. Got cruise control. I've never had cruise control before, and I was just like, this is cool. It's like, wow, my god, it just drives itself. So easy. Really, really cool. Really a nice, handy feature, and it was nice to be able to play music. Oh, Emma, what are my thoughts on alternative YouTubers consistently doing hauls with fast fashion? Concerns the environment. Yeah, I've got pretty mixed feelings, Emma. Depends on, like, you see, that I think here's the thing. So when you sort of start out doing YouTube, before you can be more kind of discerning about who you accept offers from, I, for example, ignore or turn down probably like 90% of the offers I get to like promote stuff. But you know, even I did to start with, the first companies that will approach you will be these like cheap, nasty, fast fashion places, and I guess you're kind of excited because you want to, you know, you want to like get into doing that kind of thing or whatever. Sorry, hang on. Paris, you see Queen Elizabeth is goth friendly. Well, I know that Prince Charles is, because when I met him, he told me I looked fantastic. So, and he's a bit of a strange fellow anyway, so he's like into a few sort of like mystical type things. So, anyway, you live on cruise control, moon. What was I just saying? Lord, I'm bloody hopeless, aren't I? My brain is like not fucking working today, eh? You did not consider the big headroom. You have to lean back when driving with your deck hook up. I bet you do. But this car also, like, the seat goes down and up, so you can like make more headroom. Hey, oh, you're from Wellington. Oh, any places I recommend for you to explore? I mean, come to Valhalla, eh? That's where all any kind of alternative gigs are usually held at Valhalla. And obviously go for a walk around the Crawley Cemetery and have a bit of a think about life and death, and you'll be well on your way. Again, oh, that's right, that's what I was saying, yeah. Sorry, got distracted as always. Yeah, so as for like people, I don't think that that's very good content, is doing consistently hauls. You know, it's like people were accusing me of doing too many. The reason I was doing quite a few was because I was making that video essentially for that company, for somebody else. I felt more obliged to do that first because I was doing it for somebody else, you know. And oftentimes they'll pressure you, they'll be like, "Where's my video?" You're like, "It's coming, okay?" And like they don't pay you for it or whatever. Like I was never ever paid for those like fashion hauls or whatever. But so because I'm trying to be very discerning, so I don't ever promote anything I don't think is good. If I wouldn't personally spend my money on. And Duncan says, go to Valhalla on Friday the 13th of August for Nanfest. I saw that today. I'm like, first of all, that's an hilarious name. That's awesome. Well, your birthday parties have always historically been good. Everybody remembers the boat party, of course, but like, yeah, your birthday parties are always good. Yeah, so I never ever sort of promote. I would never, because it would just go against my like morals or whatever, to promote any product or brand that I don't think the quality of the product is good. If I wouldn't buy it myself, I'm not going to say buy this, because that's dishonest and shitty. So I'm been in a position for a while where I can be very discerning, right? So, you know, and also if a company that sends me stuff and I don't think it's good, I'll say I don't think this product is good. You know, even with things like Killstar or whatever, you know, if something's like, I'll be honest about the thing. Like, for example, I'm quite comfortable with saying, I love their chokers, they're very beautiful, but fuck, they don't fit. They're always really tiny. It's like, whose neck is this small? They really need to be more generous with like the clasps on the back or something, you know, so that more people can wear the belly things. Oh, Electrify, yes, no, we're still selling those wallets and purses. No, they're still going, and they come out, there's more versions of them now. They're in different colours. If you go to avelinademore.com and you can find the Black Friday collection, she's still pumping out those, and they're very nice. They're very good. And, you know, she's very, very fussy with, like, quality and things. Like, she's reviewed every single fabric that they've made the stuff from. So it's like, I know that I can trust her to only have good things manufactured. Oh, Peggy! Oh, Peggy, thanks! Thank you for car upkeep funds. I love you, darling. Come to North Alabama. We can go eat. Bye, Friday. Bye, Mistrell. Bye-bye, Peggy. Thanks so much. That's so sweet and adorable. Fuck yeah. I am so keen. So keen. Like I've been saying, I really want to do a big tour of the USA, see as much of it as possible, meet as many people as possible, and I want to try the cuisine from everywhere as well. I love, because, you know, from what I understand of the USA is that, you know, it's so big that, like, there's this kind of, most states and stuff have sort of developed over time their own culture. It's what it seems like from afar anyway. So I know that there's such a thing as, like, say, New Orleans, like, cuisine and culture and stuff like that, for example, and like maybe Alabama probably has its own stuff, and I love eating, obviously. Thanks so much, Peggy. See you again another time. That's really, really nice of you. So sweet. Emma Vanderpool, are you talking like a vampire? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, no, Moon, they're still going, and Texas brisket is a requirement. Fuck yeah. Well, everybody's heard of, like, you know, like Texas style barbecue and southern fried ... whatever. So what's actually totally accurate? Fluffy marshmallow? It's okay. Yawn away. All right. Stop talking about this, like, lovely food. I'm not even hungry, but it's like, it's gonna make me hungry, and I do not need to eat anything probably until like night time because I had such a big meal last night. I was trying to pay. Mr. Owl eats very quickly, and whenever I go out to eat with him, it's like I have this sort of subconscious like need to you know, catch up or something. And I have found myself eating more quickly since knowing him. You know, my mum was like, "Gosh, you're eating very quickly," and it occurred to me, I'm like, oh, I do it now because he does it. You know, when I eat with him, like he's just like, you know, food goes quickly, so I'll be trying to eat quickly as well because no one wants to be that the one person at the table sitting there like taking forever. I don't eat slowly. You eat it like it's your job. You do inhale food, but you know, it's not like you pick out. It's not like you eat like a massive amount of food or something in one go. You just it's just gone. But so I feel like and I'm like, no, I'm pacing myself, right? I'm not going to try and keep up with you. I'm just going to pace myself so I don't feel all like full and sick or something like halfway through the meal. You recommend Ramkota, Missouri, Illinois, and Indiana in America. All right, very well. And David Neal, you'd love a tattoo, but you don't have any. Ah, well, I highly recommend them. They're pretty cool. They're really fun. And if you get something you like, you keep looking at it and going, fuck, that's cool. That was a good decision. You're dainty if you're in a restaurant. I try and, you know, be... I try and have, like, table manners and all that kind of thing. Yeah, a Wind Rider, you try to eat slow because you want to enjoy your food and you live in Texas. Yes. Same, I like to, you know, especially if it's something that's very yummy, I want to make it last. You eat very slow and you don't drink water, you chug it. Visit Ohio, you can see the Mansfield prison, haunted as fuck. Sounds good to me. You were speed running a slice of cake. There we go. What was my favourite fruit? And I do love raspberries too. Raspberries delicious. I don't know, I've always quite liked plums. Plums are very tasty. They're nice and juicy and soft. I like plums. I don't buy them often enough, really. Because, like, the thought of eating a plum is like, oh, so much mess. You know? Love you to come to the Hollywood Cemetery in Richmond, Virginia. It's a city of the dead on a hill overlooking the James River. Well, that sounds nice. Yes, Sam, I've been really big on tomatoes lately. Christian, do you know Elka Venter? She is New Zealand and always heads to Veggie Tea. No, I don't think I do know her. No. Frozen plums? Is that something I need to do? Because I've never thought of freezing them. Honey crisp apples. Eat really slowly, no matter who you're eating with, you're the last one to finish. But drinks are freaking chugged. Well, it's important to stay hydrated. You like kiwi fruit, but they're a pain to peel. You don't need to peel them. Neon Witch. That's not what we do in New Zealand. Unless you're slicing it up for a fruit salad or something, you don't need to peel a kiwi fruit. The way to eat a kiwi fruit is to slice it in half and eat it with a spoon. That's how it is done. I don't know if that's what you do elsewhere, but that's how we do it. Same for eating tamarillos, but that's how you eat a kiwi fruit. Slice it in half and eat it with a spoon. Mmm. Oh my god, Rojo, me too. But no, I mean not with whipped cream. I like it with a bit of like yogurt, like sort of unsweetened yogurt. She's originally from South Africa. Okay. It's possible I might have met her, but I'm fucking her. I've met a lot of South Africans here actually, like in the last year or so. Neck still hurts. Pears, yes, anticorps. Pears are good. I like pears. I like a bit of a, what are they called? Boyer Bosque. I like a table pear. Have I planted any herbs? I don't have anywhere to plant herbs. It'd be nice if we can find a new place to live that has a bit of a space, you know, a bit of a room for a herb garden or something. Oh no, you have an allergy to kiwi fruit. Oh no, that's so sad. And that's why you watch kiwi creators on YouTube to make up for it. That's funny. You can't stand pears. Well, I have a friend who doesn't like strawberries. It's like I will never understand. It's like I hate watermelon. Most people love watermelon. And watermelon's the least offensive of the melons. Rock melon, cantaloupes, and that kind of thing. I'm just like, I find them so offensive. The dog ate your garden. Oh no. No, Krista, I haven't. But if you think I'd love it. Pear puns bad. Oh yes, let's not forget pear puns. Pear puns are pretty great though. I'm sad I don't have any pears at the moment, so I can't make hilarious disappearing invisible pear jokes. Oh no, please don't bring me that. What am I supposed to do with it?
Your floating head.
It's not a very convincing floating head, is it? Because you can... This isn't thick enough. I'm just no neck, just a head and a chest. Why are you like... It's not even working, it's turning grey because it's only one... It needs to be at least folded in half to be green enough.
Oh, you in half?
Do not fold me in half. You hate watermelon and cantaloupe too. Good. It's gone pear-shaped. Ha 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 ha. Oh, thank you, Pamela. Hello from Texas, Diane. Watching astrologer live stream. Cool. We've been talking a lot about Texan barbecue on here. So, stay away from durian fruit. Oh god, I don't want... Okay, since I made that, like, you know... Oh, he's made all the colour go funny on here. It'll come, right? Since I made that video where we were, like, tasting all these things from the Asian grocery shop, that I was like, this is interesting, I want to try this. And the only durian thing I could find at the time was, like, durian candy. There were whole durian fruits, like in the chillers, but they were so expensive. Hey Louise! Hi! Hello Jonah, it's good to see you. Your mum eats it, does she, chat Natasha? Oh no, you poor thing. Yeah, but they were like crazy, like $100 or something, they were really expensive. But since then, I've seen loads of other durian things. I've seen durian flavoured mochi, I've seen dried slices of durian. I'm like, damn, like that would have been... I'm just like, now we could probably just do a whole video dedicated just to trying durian flavoured things, or... Yes, the Archer, that's the fruit that smells bad. In fact, they're banned in some public places because they smell that bad. Hey Sue, nice to see you. Hello Scarlet Wild. Skeleton out of 10. Hello. Jackfruit. So I've never had jackfruit. Or have I? No, I haven't. Durian tea, really. It's very... I mean, I understand that a lot of people love durian, and I expect it's one of those things you have to grow up with in order to like. You know, a lot of... it's the case with a lot of different foods, isn't it? I suppose here, the thing would be Marmite. Everybody who grew up with Marmite in this country loves it. And other people who, you know, foreign people who try it are like, why the fuck do you like this? It's disgusting. Yeah, it does, Alex. It smells very much like bin juice, but like there's a really funny little video compilation somebody made of like cats reacting to durian. It's hilarious. Marmite or Bovril? Marmite forever. Nothing wrong with Bovril though. Baby chipmunk. What? Yeah, there are some parts of the world where it's like you're not allowed to carry durian fruit in public. But I do... This is making me want Marmite on toast. But, you know, there's plenty of countries where, you like, the things that people have grown up eating there, they're just, you know, with people, you're just used to it. If it's something you've always grown up eating, you're accustomed to it, and you're like, you know, especially things that might have, like, a nostalgic flavour. Like, there are certainly... I don't know about now, but there have always been, like, say, old people here who love tripe. Tripe and onions is a bit like a classic food, because it was like basically like after the war when everybody was broke as fuck. Like during that sort of time period, a lot of people with children, you know, children grew up eating tripe and onions, so for them it was like a nostalgic. They love it because they grew up with it. No different to enjoying, say, like macaroni cheese because you had it as a child or whatever. You like tripe, do you, the Archer? Ugh. I don't actually know if I've had tripe. It's just, I mean, first of all, tripe is a horrible word. Tripe and Onions is your alien sex fiend cover band. Is that a true story? Because that's hilarious. Marmite chocolate. That's a bit weird, to be honest. I thought that was a joke. I thought the Marmite chocolate was like a fake product that... but I know that tripe's like a popular thing in a lot of countries. But I wouldn't, I'm just like... Ugh. But like if you've grown up with something, you're used to it. It's like, this is delicious, and your taste is accustomed to it. And I think it's really fun and fascinating to try things from other countries and cultures that you've never had before, and you might discover that you like them, or you might be like, no, that's ghastly. Macaroni and tomatoes? No. I must have had haggis in Dunedin. Yes, I did. Haggis is a thing in Dunedin. There's like, you can order a haggis ceremony and stuff like that. And I've had it quite a few times. The butchery down the road from, well, not far from my house, sold it there, and they did it. It was very nice. Oh, MS Tarot, that sounds really gross. Why is scalp a weird word? I guess maybe it is. Jelly babies? What, as in the sweet, or like jellied babies? That would be horrible. Have I heard of the snickle? No, I don't think I want to. We would talk... You're not a fan of the old haggis, are you, Lilith? Have you ever had it, though? Oh, okay, look, we were talking about very nice food before, and I don't think it'd be very... I'm feeling a wee bit queasy already, you know? I don't want to think about, like, pig's trotters and things. Oh, no. Oh, it's 3:30 in the morning, Raven. You have to get up at 7. Go to bed, you! Right? We'll see you we can talk to you another time. And it's important that you get up, and because you have, well, school, I suppose, right? 4:30, Hugo, you get changed and unlocked downstairs. Alright, you have a nice walk with your dogs and give them a pat for me. See you next time. Hugo? Me dear? I love blueberries. Blueberries are good. I did like all the talk about fruit. That was good. Talk about fruit. You want to try Spotted Dick. You want to try it just because it's got a funny name. There's quite a lot of British food with funny names. But there we are. You can't have haggis, you're allergic to liver. Really? It's very specific to be allergic to liver. It's a shame. Liver's... I wonder why. It's very specific. Liver's extremely good for you, actually, unless you're allergic to it. But as far as offal goes, it's one of the better offal. And it tastes pretty inoffensive, as long as it's prepared correctly. And it's super dense in iron, right? It's like packed with like good stuff. So I have liver from time to time in the form of pate, you know, because I've always had an iron deficiency. I've got like chronic anemia. Blueberries are fucking purple. Sort of. Sort of. No, I haven't seen it, D-Night, no. I ate his liver with a side of fava beans and a nice candy. I can't do that thing. Any book recommendations, Erin? Naturally, but depends what you're into. At the moment, I'm reading The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexandre Dumas. Classic book, pretty old one, bloody good. It's like one of the first sort of action stories. You might have seen the movie of The Count of Monte Cristo. I've seen it a few times. I actually owned it on DVD, and I went to see it at the cinema with my friends when it came out. But obviously movies are often a more like condensed, simplified version of the book story. Sorry, don't pig intestines, please. No, yuck. And I love beetroot, Johnny Blaze. Yes, beetroot's good. New Zealanders tend to like beetroot. We like beetroot in our burgers. That's like a thing. Burgers here, it's not really considered a real burger unless it's got beetroot in it. I happen to really like it. I like to make sometimes a salad with beetroot, spinach, feta and walnuts. Good. So yeah, I've been reading The Count of Monte Cristo. Really, really good. You should make lunch. We go to Moon on Saturday night. Oh, that's the Dark 80s thing, right? A lassie on Instagram was messaging me about that yesterday, so maybe I should go. I should probably go. Especially since I didn't manage to see you on the weekend. We should probably go. But it's a bloody good book. It's bloody good. And it's like so much more, there's so much more in it than there is in the movie, you know? It's like, I always consider it one of the greatest revenge stories there is, but it's like it really like keeps you going, and it's really interesting, and extremely well written. Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, dirty rice ones, the only thing in it. Baby beef liver. Oh no, it gave you hives. Oh, ooh, really bad hives. Oh shit, Lilith. Yeah, no, I'd stay away from that, eh? Did you have like an allergy test done or anything afterwards? Baby beef. Because it can be all kinds of things. Like my dad, for example, gets like reactions from, say, broccoli. But I don't think it's actually because of the broccoli. It's because of the pesticides or whatever, that like the chemicals that the broccoli is treated with, which often ends up in something that it's used to, say, dehydrate broccoli or whatever like that. It's like something specific like that he's irritated by. It's weird, but I hate all the same food as my dad does. Now, we didn't know this until like a few years ago. He's just like, oh yeah, celery, cucumber, like capsicums, like all the same stuff. And he said that he'd had like an allergy test done quite a few years ago, and the doctor had said like, oh, you know, you should avoid these things. It's like, oh well, I hate them, you know, so I'm not gonna eat them. It's like, you should avoid them. And I kind of wonder if food that you really have like find offensive, food that you really like, you hate the smell of or the taste of or whatever, maybe it's because you shouldn't really have it. Capsicums are gross. Thank you, Scarlett. They're bloody they're not called capsicums all around the world. They're called paprikas or bell peppers, maybe. Yeah, usually like peppers or paprikas. It's bloody disgusting. Anyway, I can't even stand the smell of them. Sorry. You're reading Pleasure and Pain by Chrissy Amphlett. The next book I've got to read is, like, once I finish Count of Monte Cristo, I've got Orlando. Is it Virginia Woolf who wrote that? Because there's a wee movie of Orlando, which is a very nice little movie. And so I'm going to read that next. You had a liverwurst sandwich about a month later and your throat started to close up. Oh, wow, far out. Yeah, I'd avoid it. Continue. At least liver's not hard to avoid. You know, it's not like it's onions or something, like it's in everything. There's some allergies out there that have got to be that hard to avoid. Well, celery's great with peanut butter and raisins. I hate celery. I can't. The smell of it, the taste of it, the texture of it. But I don't know, because most people think that it doesn't taste like anything, or that it just tastes sort of like pleasant and watery. But some people, for some people, it's got to be one of those genetic things. You know how some people cilantro tastes like soap. I happen to like cilantro, but celery is just like, it's just got this horrible smell and this awful taste. And celery salt, I think, has to be one of the worst smelling, tasting things in the universe. Oh, Jay Amundsen, oh, thank you very, very much. I need another fan in my hand so I can do that. Thank you very, very much. That's so sweet of you. That's really kind. Ooh. Oh, I just feel so queasy. Look, I'm afraid. Hello from Norway. Hello, all the way to Norway. Oh my goodness. Hello from the literal, almost complete, exact opposite side of the planet. Jamison. You hate celery too, stinky rat. Excellent. Celery's nasty, says Alex the vampire and Archer. Yes. You don't like bok choy. I don't like bok choy either. Johnny plays. Celery tastes like black licorice. You think so? I guess it's maybe in the same kind of sort of flavor realm. Jess, celery stings your mouth. It has a stingy taste, and you hate it too, Scarlett. Maybe you're a bit allergic to it, Jess. Dear night, and you're off to sleep. Thank you for your content. Always calms me. Thank you so much for being here. Have a good sleep, pleasant dreams, and here's a black heart for you. Cheers for being here. Thank you very much. I will try to continue making the content. Oh, Natasha. Thanks, Natasha. Cheers. Oh, you're always so lovely. And Rojo says you've got a top tier community here. Such lovely people. I know. I'm always like I'm consistently blown away. I'm like, I feel so lucky, so fortunate and blessed is the word I usually use, you know, to be surrounded by such a very kind community of just really, like, nice people, you know? Natasha's a good example. Natasha's a consistently lovely, nice, friendly person. Just saying. Just my observations. Melissa, your 8-year-old son says hi. He's trying to make it to round 100 of Call of Duty Zombies. Wish him luck. Alright, good luck, young 8-year-old son. I'm not sure what Call of Duty involves, but good luck with the... I'm assuming it's something to do with killing zombies or something, so... Godspeed to you, little man. Oh, thanks very much, Emma. Emma Vanderp... That's my imitation. Thank you so much, that's so sweet. Oh, it's really cute. I haven't actually seen that sticker before. And Scarlett says, someone gave you celeriac mash. You thought, oh, creamy, normal, yummy mash. You felt so attacked. Yuck. Hello, Max Mouse. Hello. Well, we've still got about 20 minutes to go. And David, you've never had haggis. Well, I feel sorry for you. Look, we're so funny on The Sims. Oh, God. I've been having so much fun playing The Sims. Hello, Viola Lee from Canada. Ooh. Roger, good night, everyone. Hope to meet you all again sometime. Well, thank you for being here, Roger, and we see you again. Cheery bye. Oh. Hello from LA, Gary. Hi. Do I consider myself pagan? No, I don't. Although I think the technical meaning for pagan is basically anything that isn't Christian, so I don't know. So I wouldn't call myself there, although I do really love those very old sort of pagan religions like Norse mythology and that kind of thing. It's fucking cool, really interesting. Yeah, County Monte Cristo is a great, it's a big chonker of a book, but it's great. It's become one of the kind of classics, right? Hey, it's Kenshin. How nice to see you. Hello, how are you? I'm not bad, actually. How are you today? Yeah, Mara. For some reason, I'm feeling a little bit tired. I shouldn't be feeling tired. I'm always tired, but I thought really today I should be feeling tired. Linz, hi from your former home country, Scotland. Ah, bless. Hello, Linz. And Tracy, hello from Kentucky. Hello. Haggis has been your food on your bucket list, Quentin. It's good. It's funny. Oh, and I the Archer, 666. Celery is totally whack. Fuck celery. It's a shame. It's like, I wish I liked celery, because it's always recommended as like a good healthy snack, right? Like, oh, it's negative calories because you burn more calories eating it than you get from eating it or something. And as for, you know, it's like supposedly like a great sort of flavorless thing to dip in other things or whatever, like, you know, peanut butter or cream cheese or cottage cheese rather, that kind of thing. And I'm like, I wish I liked it, but I can't stand the stuff. I guess it's got to be, surely it's got to be one of those genetic things where you either you like it or you don't like it. So, yeah. Degrave, you're a Nordic pagan. Fucking cool. Pagan religions are religions that aren't in the Abrahamic umbrella, so... Ah, right, not Christians, Muslim, Jews, Rastafarians, or Baha'i. Right, yeah, anything that's, like, outside those realms is like, filthy pagans. I don't know. It's a bit of a silly attitude, really, isn't it? If you are not part of my religion, you are therefore evil. It's like, well, maybe not. Monte Cristo sandwich? Is that a thing? Am I in the goth mafia? I don't think so, and also I don't think that there is one. Oh, Louise! Oh, thank you very much, Louise. Capsicums and onions rock. How dare you? How absolutely dare you? Again, I wish again that I liked capsicums because they look nice, right? They are a very pleasing looking little vegetable. and I think they're handy because you could stuff them with things, and capsicums and onions are in everything. I swear to God, they're in so many things. You know, you buy any fucking salad or whatever, or a burger, it's always going to come with bloody onions in it, and I always have to be like, does it have onions in it? Can I have them out, please? It's like, I wish I liked them. I feel like it would make life so much easier. And Louise also says, eat your veggies, Hoot Fiend. Yes, eat your veggies, everybody. Apple slices of peanut butter. That sounds yummy. Yeah. I don't know. Earth-based thought, acknowledging the feminine divine. That sounds nice. Throw the whole vegetable away. Yeah, I wish I liked those things. Just hate them. Orlando's a great book, is it, David? Well, good. Then I look forward to reading it. You're an atheist, Kenshin, so you guess you're evil. You like cooked onion, but raw makes your mouth taste bad for ages. I had a great-grandfather or some sort of recentish ancestor who used to eat a whole onion like every day, like an apple. Can you imagine that? Like just eating a whole raw onion like you would eat an apple? And apparently he never got ill. He was just like fucking invincible because he had this like ironclad immune system from all the onions. So they're really good for you. Just, I don't mind onion like as a flavoring thing, for example. Like I'll tolerate it when it's chopped up very finely inside a McDonald's cheeseburger or something. And whenever I've cooked, say, corned beef, which I know is not a thing in every country. If you know what corned beef is, or like silver, like, you know, basically it's like a big piece of kind of soft meat that you slow cook it, right? You slow cook it in liquid. You put it's like not boiled, just slow cooked in hot water for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. And I would usually put onions or onion flakes into that to give it, you know, like more flavor or whatever. But like I don't actually eat the onions. I don't eat onions and become as gods. You have a friend that eats onions like apples. You love her anyway. Oh God, Aunt Danny, really? You pop them in your mouth and just eat them while you're cutting them. French onion soup is good, that's true. Elena, hello. Aw. Yeah, I'm okay. You bet I can cook, Sarah. No, I cannot. And how are you doing, Elena? We're running out of time, aren't we? We've got not quite 15 minutes left. Hello from Michigan, Mephistos. Demonio. Hello. No, I certainly can't cook. I would like to get better at it, but Alex, corned beef is odd. You don't like it? I don't understand. I mean, it's not odd. I mean, I've always had it, but I like, I love it. It's like one of my favorite things. It's one of the only things I can actually cook pretty well when I get around to it, but I don't have a slow cooker, and, or it's cheaper to have a slow cooker for something like corned beef than just having, like, the stove on for, like, 6 or 8 hours or something like that. But with a bit of, like, when you make it with mustard sauce, fucking good. So good. Hello from Greenland. Oh my goodness. How do I say your name? Artia Gore? I don't know. Hello from Greenland. Wow. You suck at cooking, D-Grave. Snap. Build, make, share. Pixie sent you here. Ah, this is where the best people hang out at night. Also, onions are great, but shallots are best. Hello from North Carolina. Oh, thanks. Well, I'm grateful to Pixie for sending you here. And welcome. And it is true, this is where all the best people hang out. Corned beef hash. And, was it fancy grilled ham and cheese sandwich on the inside. French toast on the outside. Holy shit. 3 layers of bread piled high. Oh my god, that sounds amazing. That sounds amazing. I'm going to look up how the fuck that's made because I want one. It sounds so good. I love French toast. Burger joint in Bloomington called Hinkles. They cook onion onto the burger. Yuck. You're a good cook yourself, Sarah. Excellent. Well, you can cook for me sometime. Yes, Elena, still in bloody New Zealand. Thanks, Jessica. Alright, good night to your tour. Have a good evening. Toad in a hole. No, I haven't, but I have No, I haven't had toad in a hole. See you soon, Anticorpse. It sounds like a bloody good sandwich. You'd like to hear me speak on more in-depth subjects like spiritualism and consciousness. Have I ever considered delving into more esoteric subjects on YouTube? Yes and no. The trouble is, I try not to... It's one of the things that I try to avoid talking about. Hello, Ellison. I mean, I talk about it a wee bit, but obviously. But I try to avoid subjects of religion. There's a few subjects I've always, like, sort of kept away from talking about because... they're polarizing and they're alienating to a lot of people, and religion and spirituality is one of those things. And as this community is very big, you know, it's like huge, like it's a big international community, right? We have Belfry Brats from all over the world, of all different cultures and religions, and so I don't want anyone to feel left out or insulted, or whatever. Yeah, so yeah, same. Yeah, exactly, Sarah. I don't talk about, and I don't talk about politics for that reason as well. It's just too polarizing, and you know, maybe like a little bit, like just like a tiny wee bit, but I'm not gonna like make videos about that kind of thing. I'm not gonna talk about like religion. I used to think, oh, you know, I'll make a video about that, but then I changed, I thought better of it, and I was like, nah, I just want to, like, and my own sort of spiritual beliefs is to be, curious about everything, and to be cool with other people's choices. Like, I'm not going to be angry at anybody for whatever religion they have. That's what I mean. I'm just going to be like, oh, I'm like, that's what you believe. That's cool. Whatever. Yeah. Can Mr. Al make eggs? He bloody well can. He's good at cooking eggs. How are there so many other people from Alabama in here? I don't know. It's just a lot of people from Alabama today. Yeeting is good for the soul. What? Greetings from Mexico, Luna. Hello. Oh, Mary Potter. Oh, thanks very much. Thank you very much. I fucking love corned beef. If I had to choose a last meal, corned beef would be part of it, and taters. Oh, hell yeah. Imagine lovely, soft, perfectly slow cooked corned beef with a nice layer of mustard sauce on top. Some lovely boiled potatoes with butter. And some peas or something beside it. That sounds like a bloody good last meal, doesn't it? Yummy. Meanwhile, the vegans are just like, ah, sorry, I'm really sorry. But Monstoris is making your mouth water. And Judy, you're gonna go you're gonna go eat some brownies right now. Fuck yeah. Thanks so much, Mary Potter. You're so fucking lovely. Oh, man. Yes, exactly. Build makes sheer tolerance and acceptance is welcoming, and I think that's how it's done, in my opinion. Be like, cool. And if say somebody has a belief that I don't like, that I think is stupid, or whatever, I would never say that, because it would be extremely rude, you know. If I'm like, oh well, I don't like what you think about this subject, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to argue with them. That's what they think. People are entitled to believe whatever they believe is best. So, I have this great desire not to ever exclude or alienate anybody, right? That's just my style. I've always done that. So I don't talk about subjects, as a rule, that are divisive, polarizing. You say, that's interesting, and then move on. Yeah, you know. Cocaine brownies. What? No. Favorite painter, David Neal? That's a random question. I don't know. I've said it many times. I like Roberto Ferreri. I think he's incredible. There's many good painters out there. Least favorite potato dish, Moon? Potato salad. I never really like potato salad. Ooh, Raven. I think it's US sizing. I think. because that's like Spreadshirt, right? It's everything's produced through Spreadshirt, and I think they do it in US sizing. It'd be nice if there was some sort of global sizing, wasn't there? Music reviews for a future video. Well, Dory, what I do sometimes is I'll mention a band and say a favourites video. You know, so if I've heard a new album or something that I think is particularly good, I'll make a favourites video, and I'll mention it and I'll talk about it. You don't like bigotry, Air Force? Well, neither do I. So, no. I don't think anybody really does. I don't think anybody here certainly does. Are the kids putting cocaine in brownies these days? You believe in peace and love. Same. Yeah. Well, I think with things like religion and spirituality, I guess it's a very personal path, right? Like, I'll talk about it sometimes, and I feel like I've made my thoughts about it pretty clear, I guess, like how that I like it and that sort of thing. But it's a very personal path. And people's beliefs may change throughout their lives. I, for example, was always a Presbyterian, I think, when I was young. It was my sort of upbringing. It was a Presbyterian community. I wasn't, like, seriously into it or anything, but I did go to a Presbyterian school. I didn't go to church. I've been to church maybe 2 or 3 times in my entire life. But that's just kind of like, you can't really avoid that sort of, influence or whatever. And then when I became a young teenager, I was like, I just don't really buy it, And then I got like into the whole, spiritual. I've always been a big believer in like ghosts and the afterlife, but also I've always got to, I take everything with a grain of salt. My spiritual belief is, I guess you'd call it agnostic, and that I accept and believe that maybe I will never know the truth. It's like, I believe that there is something, but I don't know what it is. That's it. I believe there's maybe some sort of something beyond. But I don't know what it is, and I accept that I may never know what that is. You accept the beliefs as others as long as those beliefs aren't hurting anyone. Yeah, it's like, if you're going to be like a massive dick about it, if you're going to be one of those people that's like, what I think is right, what you think is wrong, if you're going to shove it in people's faces like that, I think that's not cool. Accept that the truth is unknowable. Yes, same, exactly. You're raised Catholic, but now your beliefs are very different from any Christian mythos, Steely Man. Yeah? Episcopalian, got kicked out for asking too many questions. What? When people ask you about God or gods, you reply, well, I know something has to be out to get me. Yeah. Alright, bye-bye, Cyber Player. It was nice having you here, and see you next time. I have no idea about the next VGT Dory, I'm afraid. My most interesting ghost experience, Hoppy Bunny. I couldn't say what's the best one I've had, but I think I've talked about all of them at some point on YouTube. So they're all my old videos. There's like, I talk about plenty of ghosty stories. And also, yeah, like, I feel like no matter what I say, like, there's going to be somebody who doesn't agree with it. Like, say I came out and criticized, well, any religion. Like, I wouldn't do that because it's going to hurt a lot of people, and I don't see the point in that, right? Why would I don't want to hurt anybody. So you believe in bacon. Hail bacon. If only your favourite demon came into your room. What would you do, Judy, if that happened? Yes, Paris, I do miss it. I miss being able to go there. You were raised a hardcore Southern Baptist, and then you went to college majoring biology. You came out in evolution, believing atheist heathen. Crazy what an education does. Is your religion bacon? Hail bacon! Yes, exactly, Linz. Like, that's, I've always thought that was really funny. That's, like, such a funny way of putting it. It's like a penis. Fine to have one to be proud of it, but please don't whip it out in public and start waving it around. Yeah, it's like, by all means, have your thing, but don't shove it in my face. Is that right, D-Grave? Yeah. So that's where I am on that subject, and all those sorts of controversial subjects, or like divisive or polarizing sort of subjects. I don't want to alienate anybody, you know. I have no intention, I have no desire ever to hurt anybody's feelings or offend them in that way. Oh, Sarah, the oh yes, little street festival. That was a thing. So that was actually postponed. I know Scientology's a bit weird, isn't it? I mean, let's just be honest. That one's a bit weird, but the amount I knew when I posted images and videos on Instagram the other day of the Newtown festival. I was like, I bet I'm going to get all these people writing to me going, oh my god. So yes, I the Archer, that is I haven't changed from that, but that if you read up about Luciferianism, that's like one of the things is like being like, for as far as I understand, it's always been like just you're accepting of and any other sort of spiritual beliefs and understand that everybody's on their own spiritual path, right? Oh, thank you, Sarah. Wait. Oh yeah, I was like, I'm gonna get all these comments, people are gonna reply to me going, oh my god, they're so irresponsible, nobody's wearing a mask. And I had to respond to that many people saying, yes, but there's no COVID. There's no COVID here. None. At all. It's gone. It's been gone for ages. That street festival was supposed to have taken place last month, but there was like a kind of level 2 thing, you know, and they were being so super cautious. Nobody had it, but they were like, ooh, there's been a case. There's like a case in the country. So I think also like the Pride Parade might have been postponed. I don't know what's happening with that, because it's usually in like February, March-ish. But I haven't seen it take place, so I guess it's moved. I'm sure it'll take place eventually. But yeah, that street festival was supposed to have been last month, but that we were like on level 2, so they were being super cautious. And we're like, well, just imagine if like we had that festival and that was the cause of a bit of a spread. So they were being cautious and they didn't. So it being perfectly safe now to go ahead with it, they had it the other day and it was really, really nice. It was so good to be surrounded by people. And it made me also quite sad, a lot of the responses I got to that Instagram story, people saying that it made them anxious to see that many people together. And I'm like, it's very sad, isn't it, that like the last 12 months or so has made people feel anxiety and fear at seeing people together in a group. And no, MAHR, I have never and will never try psychedelics. I really don't want to. Yeah, exactly. Like they've locked down Auckland a couple of times because there's been like little breakouts there. But no, it's been very, New Zealand did the right thing right at the very beginning. As soon as I think there were like 2 or 3 cases in the whole country, and the government was like full lockdown, starting. You've got 48 hours, and then you don't leave your house. Full lockdown, and everybody did it, and then the problem went away, and we're just really hoping that the rest of the world will catch up soon, and that you know, we can all live normal lives again, or that everybody gets to enjoy what we're enjoying right now, of just having normal lives. No, we can leave the country, but you can't come back very easily. You can leave New Zealand, Merchiodos, but if you want to come back, you have to quarantine for 2 weeks in a facility. But the facilities are it's a 4-star hotel, so it's like quite, you know, good, and they look after you. Right, anyway. Yes, our Prime Minister is amazing. She's set a very good example for what a good leader is like, you know. She's very firm and fast acting and strict, but she's also very compassionate. So I think it's about it must be something, you know, about finding a balance, you know, like that, you know, to be a good, strong leader, but also to be kind and compassionate to people. Yeah. Oh well. Anyway, it's too late to be all like could-ofs and should-ofs regarding other parts of the world, but what's done is done, and now we just have to do the very best we can continue to do, and hope that the problem gets solved. quickly. And it's really a matter of every single person has to be responsible and sensible. Hannibal's, you're glad you're in New Zealand, I know. I always feel like I'm missing out on things by not being overseas, but there's nothing to be missing out on, I guess. Is that right, Tracy Diva? Goodness me. Don't even ask me, Sarah. She passed away last year in August, and I don't think I'm ever going to get over it. I better go, actually. It's been over 2 hours, and those of all those of you all who are on my Patreon, we will do another, as usual, hour-long chat directly now after this one. Yeah. I know other countries could have absolutely done what we did, but I think a lot of people didn't want to, you know, feel like they were being that much controlled or something. But it wasn't ever about being controlled. It was about, this is the right thing to do, so we do it. And then we did it. Oh my god, sorry, Stelia Man, that's hilarious. First of all, thank you very, very much. Tried to make a wig like your hair and it somehow looked very Motley Crue. That's really funny. I wish I could have seen what that looked like. That sounds so funny. Remember, I mean, I tried to make a wig that looked like my hair too. It was not easy to do, so like, respect for having a go. Looked very Motley Crue. Did it look kind of like glam rock or something? No, Amber, there's not a lot of crime in New Zealand. We've actually, what is it, we're in like the top 2, we're the freest country in the world. We're the least corrupt country in the world, and I think we're the 2nd or 3rd like most peaceful country in the world. So we're doing something right, you know. I think maybe the you know, maybe a lot of some other governments we live in nirvana. Everybody, the thing is, the country which has this sort of, the people who live here have this attitude which people notice when they come to visit here, which is one of being just really relaxed and like nice to each other. Yeah. So yeah, well that's the thing. There is no gun crime, or virtually no gun crime, because nobody has a gun except for people who go out like deer stalking or something like that. Yeah, I know, it's so silly, Lilith. It's like very silly. It's like, well, you'll get your freedom back if you do the thing, right? Then you'll get your freedom back. Just wear the mask, use the hand sanitizer, be sensible, Lord, and then the problem will go away, and then you can have all your freedom and have your life and liberty back, right? You just have to accept that these people just please accept it is not a normal time. You have to give up some liberties during this time. No, I haven't degraved, but that would be a cool idea. Alright. Oh, bye-bye, Lauren. Yeah, that's the real estate market? Yes, obviously. Big deal. Things are really expensive here in general. But yeah, being really, really far away from the rest of the world does kind of suck. You know, I feel very fortunate that we have a very good Prime Minister at the moment. She's very kind and compassionate to all types of people. But also like firm and decisive and swift moving. In fact, she says she feels frustrated that things don't move faster in government. Thank you, Michael. Yeah. Right, anyway, I have to go. I have to go now. Well, it's expensive. Oh no, I mean just things like food is expensive here. Food, petrol, just about everything is expensive here. Yeah, but not very many, Journal Journey. Like, honestly, the first time I met a Spanish speaker was when I went to London the first time. So I'm going to say they almost certainly exist here, but there's certainly not like any communities or anything that I'm aware of. Most of the people here who've come here from overseas there's like a big Asia community. I think something like 15% of the population is from Asia. So, they're very much just part of New Zealand. Kenshin, thanks for the stream. Have a good time. I gotta get to bed. Oh, well, thank you so much for being here, Kenshin. Thank you for blessing us with your presence. Always wonderful to see you. And you have a good sleep. Get all cozy. Get warm. Soft pillow. Nice blanket. And have some pleasant dreams. Thank you very much for being here. Thanks for hanging out with me. Right. Hasta luego. Cheerio, everybody. You don't need to have long hair to be Goth, Alonso. I'm just going to say that. I know you can be bald. It doesn't matter how much hair you have or don't have. It really doesn't. Or what kind of hair you have. Yeah? It's not about the hair. I know, I can't help it. People just keep talking to me and I'm like, oh no, I want to keep talking. But no, I have to go because we've got the Patreon stream. And I cannot leave my dear patron family waiting. So, time to go. Time to absolutely go. 10 minutes past. Very sorry. So, see my Patreon people in a wee moment. If you want to join my Patreon, it's only like $3 a month and you can come to the private chats and stuff. And that, yeah, I you don't have to, but I think it's very nice. We're like a nice little intimate group. Lovely little intimate. We just have lovely chats, I think. They can often get very personal. I would ask Mr. Al to share the link, but he's gone to make a cup of tea or something. I know, he's failing at time. He's left. I need you to share the Patreon link. And then we'll go. He just shared it before. Oh, well, share it again, my dear. And, now I'm going. Alright, bye-bye, everybody. Thank you very, very much for coming in. There we go. He's done it. Thanks, man. Alright, goodbye, all. Thank you very much for all your kindness and lovely company. Thanks for just being here and spending your time with me. Right, and, like I said, doing Twitch now, twitch.tv/It's Black Friday, one word. That's a bit of fun. So I do like 2 live videos every sort of weekend sort of time. So usually like my Friday and Sunday. So if you want to come on and watch those as well, if you want some more hangout time during the week, that's really enjoyable, I think. All right. Bye bye. See you. Oh, the color went funny. See you soon. Bye bye, everybody. Shitty bye.